Hello viewers, welcome to my channel at Easy Surveys, where I make surveys practices easier and educative. So I will be generating a land surface temperature of a particular region in Nigeria. You can as well as use any region of interest in your own case. Alright, so you can type your question the way you are seeing on the screen. So what I want to generate is a land surface temperature map. So I'm asking the DeepSeek AI to generate an ArcPy script for me. So this is how I asked the question. So you can type your question this way, then you click on send. You wait for a while, it is going to generate an ArcPy script that you have to copy and paste in your ArcGIS work environment. So it is ready generating that for us. Therefore guys, it is done generating the ArcPy script for me to copy and paste in my ArcPy Python work environment in ArcGIS Pro. So you can choose to scroll down. You are going to see the explanation. And the first thing, the DeepSeek AI is going to calculate the NDVI, then the land surface emissivity, the TOA radians, alright, which converts the thermal band and then from DN to TOA radians, brightness temperature, then lastly the land surface temperature, which is of interest. So if you are to do this manually in ArcGIS Pro or ArcMap, you are going to take a lot of time and it requires a lot of process. But the beauty and interesting thing is that this AI has automated all processes in one step for us. So what you have to do is to minimize, then you open your ArcGIS Pro software. Then you create a new project. By coming to map, already I have a project I'm working on, so I'm going to open my existing project. So you make sure your system is connected to an active internet before you start anything, even on the DeepSeek AI app. Alright. So here is my work environment. Then you have to add your primary data, which is in this case is Landsat imagery. Remember the question was to provide land surface temperature from Landsat 8 imagery. So you're expected to have the data ready in a folder. So I already have my folder and the data are saved inside of it. So you can see the bands of interest as required by the DeepSeek AI is 3 bands. So you are going to see it listed. So I have band 10, band 4 and 5. So these are the bands of interest, as you can see here, 10, 4, 5. Therefore you are expected to download and save it in a folder, the bands of interest. So you can use the USGS Earth Explorer to download that. Alright, therefore you come to your ArcGIS Pro, then you right click on the map layer, then you click on add data. Then you navigate to the folder where you have your data saved, which is the primary data, the Landsat imagery. Alright, then you add the 3 set of data simultaneously. If you see this, you click on yes. So these are the set of data I am having already. Band 10, 5 and 4 respectively as required by the DeepSeek AI. If there are other bands that is of interest, you are able to see it. If you are using Landsat 5, the bands is going to be different, alright, as well as other parameters that you are going to be needing, they will be different. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to edit all that as we forge ahead. Alright, so you add your data in the ArcGIS Pro, then you come to analysis. You come to Python, you click on the drop down shadow arrow here, then you click on Python Notebook. A new window will be open beside your map. Then you are now going to come back to your DeepSeek AI, you copy the ArcPy scripts generated, minimize. Then you come to the hidden space bar here, you right click, then you paste the ArcPy script. Alright, so you follow this procedure carefully now. Alright, so you can choose to edit these constants. Alright, like I said earlier, if you're using Landsat 5, these constants will be different. Then you are going to edit it, edit the K2 as well. So the first thing it's going to generate for you is the NDVI. Then the next thing is going to calculate the LCE, which is the land surface emissivity. Alright, then you are going to see the parameters. Alright, you can choose to edit these parameters values based on your interest. Then the PV is going to be generated, as well as the conversion from DN to TOA radians. Then the fourth step is to convert the TOA radius to brightness temperature. Then lastly, it is going to calculate and show you the land surface temperature map. It's going to generate that for you. So all these values are editable based on your interest. Then you should note that the land surface temperature values is going to be in degrees Celsius, and that is the beauty of all this that the AI has done for us. So all conversion has been made and it's in degrees Celsius. So that's that. Then you have to follow this carefully. So your Landsat folder is expected to be copied. The path to your Landsat folder is expected to be copied and pasted here. So this is what you are supposed to do. So you minimize, you come to your folder where you have your data. Okay, here is the folder. Then you click on this particular space here. You are going to see that the path is highlighted. If yours is not highlighted, you highlight by clicking on Ctrl A. Then you copy. Then you copy the path where the Landsat data, the folder where it is saved. Then you minimize. You come back to the ArcGIS Pro. Then you edit this path to your Landsat folder to the particular Landsat folder you just copied earlier. So I'm just going to copy and paste mine by clicking on Ctrl V. So you can see that is the part where I have my Landsat data, which is the Landsat folder. Alright, then lastly, the output folder where I want all these results I stated earlier to be saved and generated under. So I have created a new folder, which you can see it is empty and it's on my desktop as results. So you open the folder, you click on this empty space, you are going to see the part highlighted. You copy it as well, you close it, come to your ArcGIS Pro, then you edit it to the particular parts, then you paste it there. So you can see these are the parts of interest. Firstly, the folder of the Landsat data, then lastly the folder of the results where I want my results to be generated and saved into. Alright, then the next thing is to copy the file name you have under your map layer, then paste it at the respective bands. Alright, so this is what I made. You come to your layer. So I have band 10 here, B10, B5, then B4. So the first thing is to copy the file name of the band 10. Make sure to click on the file name on your map layer. You right click, come to properties. If yours is not on general, maybe it's on source, you come to general, then you highlight this file name here. You do not need to edit anything, just copy it, highlight, then Ctrl C to copy. Then you close this. Then you edit it from the slash to the last extension. Then you paste the file name. Alright. Then you do for the band 4. Alright, you can see here is B4. Click on it, you right click, come to properties, highlight this, then you copy it. Then here you edit it to the file extension name. So you can see. Then lastly, the band 5, properties, highlight, copy. Then paste. Alright, and that is all you have to do in the editing under your new notebook of the ArcPy work environment. Other things can remain as default except you have your particular parameters you want to edit. So all these things are editable based on what you want. Okay, so for Landsat 8, for this is A1, this is A2, and that is what it should be. So in case you have generated your own ArcPy script here and it is quite different from what you are seeing on the screen, please, I'm going to copy this particular ArcPy script, then paste it under the video description so that you can copy and make use of it in the course of your own practice. Do you all understand? Thank you. And if you have watched the video to this extent, do well to hit on the subscribe icon and give you to share so that it can reach a wide range of people. Thank you. So that is all in the course of the ArcPy script. Then you click on run. Alright, click on run. Then you can now see it is loading the results. If you check under your map layer, you are going to see all results generated. Then you can come to map, you wait for a while. As you can see, it is still loading. So guys, you can see it is generating all results. So the first thing here is LST, which is the land surface temperature. The next thing is the brightness temperature. The next thing is the TOA radius. Alright, and the next thing is the LCE, which is the land surface emissivity. Then the next thing is the PV. The next thing is the NDVI. Then the NIR. Then lastly the RED. So these are the outside data we use. You can uncheck all that. Alright. Then you can now scroll to the map of interest, which is the LST. So I'm just going to uncheck other data that is not of interest. So you can actually run the NDVI using the AI as well. So you can see, so easy and straightforward. Alright, so I'm just going to check all that to leave the land surface temperature LST. Okay, so let me change the color by clicking on the color here. You come to color scheme and you scroll down. Then I'm just going to use this. Alright, then close the symbology. So guys, that is just it. So I'm going to load a base map to see the region I have just generated the land surface temperature for. Like I said, make sure your system is connected to an active internet. Then to load the base map, you come to map. You do not need to use the AI to generate that. There's a default tool for that. So you can see under base map, it is going to load different kind of base maps. So I'm just going to use the Imagery hybrid. Therefore guys, you can see the region I covered in the course of this land surface temperature map is Enugu to some extent, Owerri to some large extent, then other parts of the eastern part of Nigeria. So you can choose to download other data of other region in your own country, maybe the United States, maybe Canada or whatsoever, to map for surface temperature of your region to have better idea of which region will be expressing high temperatures and low temperatures. So there are a lot of factors that causes that. Population causes that. If there are very high population in a region, they tend to experience high surface temperature. Why? Industrial places as well. So you can see over here, this is a particular local government in Imo State. So you can see here, this is over a municipal. Alright, so you can see that this place is expressing a high temperature, very crazy. You can always check other region as well. So this is Aba, yeah, Asia mine Aba. So they're expressing high surface temperature as well. That's pretty much alright. But it's as crazy as Owerri. Then these are other regions as well. Alright, so this is Nisiama or Hafia. So you can see this is the beauty of using AI. So you can see I can automate land surface temperature generate for different regions in less than 5 minutes. So guys, that's the beauty of using AI in mapping. Alright, so if you find this video helpful and informative, do well to hit on the subscribe icon as well as turn on the notification bell to keep getting valuable up-to-date tutorial from this channel freely. Thank you. See you in the next video.